Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is my second attempt on trying to record this. Yesterday I tried to film it and I had Everly with me. It is just impossible to do sit down videos with her now because she's just all over the place. The whole time I was just trying to keep her still. So she's with Daddy right now. They're off doing who knows what. But gives me a good chance to come on here and talk to you guys about what has been Everly's favorites. I'm going to be sharing what has been our staples from about 3 to 6 months. She is 7.5 months now, so a lot of these, well, all these things she's still using, but kind of aiming towards around that age. Let's go ahead and get started. I made a list on my phone so that I wouldn't forget anything. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is sleeping. Everly slept in her bassinet from until she was about 5.5 months, and then she was just getting too big and she was like sitting up really good and she would like sit up in her bassinet and it just wasn't a safe environment for her anymore. So we switched over to a pack and play, which she did really good until we traveled, and I don't know, ever since we traveled to Texas and coming back here, everything's just kind of been thrown off course. And plus we were really sick, and so she just wanted to be held by me all the time. But I do love her pack and play, not only for sleeping, but also I will bring it into the living room during the day. If I need to like leave the room or go downstairs really quick, I put her in there and with toys, and so I know that she's safe. And then I also just purchased a mattress for the pack and play because the one, it didn't really come with a mattress. It was more just like a board with a foam on it. So I understand why she wouldn't want to sleep on that. Everly started rolling over. How old was she? She started rolling over when she was like 1 month, but she wasn't really doing it in her sleep until she was around, I don't know, like 3 months, I would say. And so usually when they start to roll over in their sleep, that's when you want to start getting them out of a swaddle, because she was swaddled every night and she loved it. And so it's really hard for her to go from being a little burrito to just being totally sprawled out. And so I did a little research and I came across these, they're called a nested bean sack, and it just zips around her body but leaves her arms out. It has a little weight right here that goes on her chest, and it just has the pressure of feeling like my hands on her, and she really liked that, I could tell. And it's just kind of like having a little blanket for them, but they're still safe. So she's been using this and really loving this, so I would definitely say this is a must-have if your baby's like mine and likes to be all tucked in. Something else when it comes to sleeping that is a must-have is a sound machine. Now, we're crazy and we don't actually have a sound machine yet, but we are getting one. Since she has been sleeping in our room, we have a TV in there, and so I will just get on YouTube and type in white noise, and that has been working. But now that she's starting to get older, I want her to start sleeping in her bed during nap time, because I think our plan is to have her in our room until she's close to 1 and then starting to put her in here. But I want her to get used to being in here. So at nap time during the day, I'm starting to have her sleep in here. And we don't have any way of playing white noise in here, which that helps so much with her sleep. It is good for them to have some sort of back noise because it helps them not to get in a super deep sleep, which they say that is very dangerous for babies. Sometimes they get into super deep sleep, and they can't actually prove this, but they say that's kind of what causes them to stop breathing. Also, something that we don't have yet, because she has been in our room, is a monitor. When she does start sleeping in her room, which is about now, we are going to invest in like a camera that goes above her crib so that I can watch her. And I think we're gonna get the one from Alli. We have the sock monitor. I think we're going to invest in their video monitor as well. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. Next thing I'm going to talk about are her Pasties. I've mentioned them before. Her favorite are the Bibs Pasties. I have one right here. These are like the only ones that she'll really take, but they're super pretty. They have so many different colors, and they also range from, I'm pretty sure, like 0 to 6 months to like 6 to 12 to maybe 12 to 18 or something like that. Right now she's using a 6 to 12 and it's working really great. She's always loved these Pasties and I love them because, you know, they're cute. For a while, Everly was really bad about spitting up. She was ruining all of her little clothes and I hated putting on just like an ugly bib on her to like, and it like ruin her outfit. They're from the brand Maddie. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned them before, but here's just a few. They're just really pretty and they just kind of go with her outfit instead of, you know, ruining her outfit. They wash really great. I think I got these when she was around 3 months and yeah, I've really liked them. Everly is still nursing every 3 hours. Even though she's starting to eat food, she just loves her breast milk. So anytime we go out, I usually end up having to feed her at least one time. I love my covers and I really like this one. I love this material. It's really stretchy and it's like a cooler material, which I had another one that I would use and she would get so hot under it and she would be sweating. So I really love this one because it's just really breathable. It's almost like a spandex material. It's really lightweight. It's super easy to throw in the diaper bag. So yes, I would say if you are breastfeeding and you just don't have the energy to pump all the time every time you're leaving somewhere and you're not one to just whip out your boob, which I mean, hey, if that's you, then go for it. But I would say a cover is a must-have and I've really been liking this one. The next thing I'm going to talk about is some teething toys and toys just in general. Everly is now definitely to that age where she is just into everything, super nosy, super curious. I love it. It's so much fun. And so we've been figuring out like what kind of toys that she likes, and I would say definitely some teething toys are a must-have. Everly doesn't have teeth yet, which I didn't get teeth until I was over 1. And I don't think TJ got teeth early either, so I'm not expecting her to get them really anytime soon. She still really likes to just like chew on things. It's just like a different sensation for them. I got this one off Amazon. It's super cute. It's just like a little cactus and it has some texture on the side, so she really... Please pardon my nails. I just took fake ones off and they look pretty nasty, but it's fine, you know, mom life. And then also, I was gifted this one and I have no idea who gave it to me or where they got it. It's actually a John Deere brand and it's this little corn stalk and every time she puts it in her mouth it vibrates. I thought that was super cool. She really likes this one. Another thing that she's been really loving is these blocks. I got this at TJ Maxx. She loves all these different blocks. They're just all different colors and shapes and she loves it when I will stack them up and then she'll like knock them over. She thinks it's just the funniest thing ever. Something like this is also really good for their learning development. You can count the blocks when you're stacking them or tell them like this is green or this is a square. And this is just really good to have also as she gets older as well. She'll start to really understand more. Right now she just thinks, oh fun, I see you stacking and knock it over, you know. But you know what, babies are smarter than you think. Like they catch on really quickly. A few bigger toys that she loves is her bouncer. She loves her bouncer and it is so nice for me when I'm like getting ready in the morning or doing something. It's so convenient to be able to put her in her bouncer and let her just bounce and play in there while I'm doing my thing. I would say a bouncer is definitely a must-have if your little baby is crazy like mine and super hyper and all over the place. She also really loves her walker. I'll use her walker a lot if I'm like in the kitchen. I can just put her in there and she loves to just like walk around all over the kitchen and be there with me. It's also just something else that's really nice to have, to be able to put her in and know that she's secure and not gonna fall and get hurt. Speaking of getting hurt, I hear her crying. She okay, babe?
Looking for a Pastie.
It's right here. Come here.
Never again.
What is the matter?
June, come on. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she's like teary-eyed.
I know. Because I can't do anything while I'm driving. And all she's doing is crying. So now Daddy's the bad guy.
As far as my diaper bag goes, I am still using the same one that I've always used. If you guys are curious about that, I will put my what's in my diaper bag video somewhere up here, or I'll just link it down below. Something that I wanted to talk about that I'm pretty sure I talked about in that video, but I really feel like it's a staple when it comes to babies. These trash bags that hooks onto the diaper bag. These have saved my life many times when we're out and about and Everly needs a diaper change or she has a blowout. These are super handy to have so that you don't have to put poopy clothes back in the diaper bag or a stinky diaper in someone's like trash can, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of rude. These are really cool because they smell nice and so they like cover up the stinkiness. Something that I have been loving for Everly is we have a diffuser slash humidifier. These last few months has been kicking our butts when it comes to colds. I really love to have it to help her breathe at night so we don't get super dry, because that is just a terrible feeling when you're super dry. So I'll use it at night and then a lot throughout the day, and I'll just keep it in our room, and it seems to really help. Something else I want to talk about is our car seat situation. If you guys don't know, we have an even flow like car seat 4-piece set. I can't remember the exact name, but I'll put it down here somewhere, and we've loved it, but she is really outgrowing it. She is about 23 pounds now, and so we are going to be transitioning into a convertible car seat. I'll put on the screen the one that we are most likely going to get probably within the next 2 weeks. With this convertible car seat, it goes up to 65 pounds and it can be rear facing and front facing. So she really needs that. Her little feet are just starting to really dangle and she's just in there so squished. So it is time to upgrade. Something else I want to talk about when it comes to sickness and runny noses is this Frida Baby No Sucker. Guys, this thing works wonders, okay? Now, she does not enjoy the process, but she enjoys afterwards when she's all cleared up. But what this thing does is you put this in their little nostril. Well, first, I will use like saline spray and just like little remedy saline spray. Put that up her nose, let it sit for a second. And then I'll stick this up her nose and use this side and suck all the snot out, and it works wonders. And I know a lot of people are like, ooh, that's gross. Like, no, it's not. It's not gross. There is a filter right here so you don't get anything in your mouth, and it just helps them so much. If you guys are curious what kind of like diapers and wipes we are using, we go back and forth. My favorite wipes have to be the ones from Amazon. Mama Bear wipes, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. But I really like those because they're really affordable. They come in like a big box and you just get a whole bunch of them at one time, and they're really not that bad. I can't remember the exact price, but I know they are very affordable when it comes to spectrum of wipes. And we always get the sensitive ones because Everly breaks out with any other kind of wipe, which I don't understand why they don't make every wipe sensitive. Like, shouldn't they all be sensitive? But whatever. And then with diapers, we usually get Kroger's diapers because they work really great and they are so not expensive. If you guys don't have a Kroger near you, then Amazon also has really good diapers as well. We do use them sometimes, but usually we'll go with Amazon for wipes, Kroger for diapers, and she is in level 4. A recent favorite of mine are these little booties. I will put them on the screen somewhere. She's currently wearing them right now, is why I'm not showing them. But Everly is the master at kicking off anything I put on her foot. I've had the hardest time finding shoes that fit her, that stay on her, even socks. But these little booties, they stay on her feet, and I am so excited I found them. I got them off Amazon. Amazon is just, I love Amazon. I live in Indiana and it is cold here, and so I wanted something that is gonna stay on her feet and keep them warm, and these stay on so good. I think I'm gonna get another pair. She is getting close to walking. She is pulling up on everything, and the other day I was just standing there, and she just stood up and just was like standing there for a second, and I don't think she realized what she was doing, and then I looked at her and I kind of freaked out, and she falls, and I'm like, oh my goodness. TJ was walking when he was 9 months, and I was an early walker too. I think I was like 10 or 11 months. So I feel like in the next couple months she's going to be walking, and I need to start figuring out what shoes are good because she has none. So if you guys have any recommendations of shoes that stay well on your baby's feet, please let me know. We first started introducing food to Everly when she was about 4 months, and we started out with just some like organic baby cereal. She wasn't a big fan. I had a really hard time getting her to eat. I have been making my own baby food just for a lot of different reasons. Number one, it's a lot more affordable. Number two, I just like to know exactly what my baby is eating and what is in there. Something that if you are wanting to make your own baby food, I would recommend getting a grinder. And this one is just a hand grinder, and I got it off Amazon. It's super inexpensive. There are a few things that I have a hard time grinding in here, and I will just use my blender for that. But for the most part, like, I'll do a lot of bananas and carrots and just things like that that are easier to grind up. And I'll just use this. It's super quick and easy, and super easy to wash. It's machine washable. If you guys would be interested in a video on how I make my baby food, please let me know. I can definitely do that for you guys. Something else that I want to talk about is, obviously, if you're feeding your baby, you're going to need a bowl and spoon, right? I really, really love this one. It is from the brand, I don't even know what brand this is. Avanci? I just got it off Amazon. It has this suction at the bottom. And so whenever I start to let her feed herself, she can't take the bowl and just chuck it across the rim. And it works really well. Like, you cannot get this thing up unless you use this tab, then it comes off just fine. But I really, really like this. And it's so cute. Like, it's so adorable. Everly loves to drink out of her sippy cup. And this one is just from the brand Newbie. I really like this one because it is harder to get like liquid out of it. You have to suck pretty good, and that's good for her because she'll just try to like down everything. I would definitely recommend getting a sippy cup. The next thing that I'm going to mention are these organic, what are they called? Rice Rusks baby teething wafers, and this one's in the flavor carrot and strawberries, and it's just from Kroger. It's just their organic brand, and she loves these things. I don't really want to open one because I want her to use it, but this is just kind of what it looks like, the packaging. And I tried one just to see how quickly they dissolve, and they dissolve very quickly. So if we're ever out and about and we're all eating and she's just sitting there, sometimes I'll just give her one of these, or if she's just getting bored, I'll give her one of these, and it's just really fun for her to have something to chew on. So I really enjoyed these. Oh, I just broke it. And I also want to mention her high chair. We just got this. It just came in like 2 weeks ago, I think, and I love it. It's so pretty. I think it was like $90 to $100, something like that. The only thing I have a little bit of an issue with is the straps. They're a little bit loose. I mean, nothing to the point where I feel like she's not safe, but I feel like they could improve on their straps a little bit. But other than that, I really, really like it. It also, you can make it like a short chair for her, or you can make it like a long chair just by removing part of the legs, which I really liked that about it. The last thing I'm going to talk about is bath time. For a while, we had a baby tub for her that my mother-in-law got us from Kohl's. I'll insert a picture somewhere. And that was really nice for a while, but she started to outgrow that. And so all I have been doing is putting her in a laundry basket, and that works great. But we are going to have to invest in one of those seats that suctions down to the tub, because oh my word, she just tries to stand up the whole time in there now, because she knows how to do that now, and so she thinks it's just the best thing in the world. And the whole time giving her a bath, it's very difficult to keep her down, but I would recommend doing that if your baby is sitting up really good but isn't pulling up on everything yet. I really enjoyed that. Also, you gotta have bath toys. She loves her bath toys, little buckets and little rubber ducky. Something else that I want to mention that helped me a lot with Everly, baby girls get very bad diaper rashes, which I didn't really know that, but I've talked to friends where I guess their baby would get a rash that by just like touching the area it would start to bleed, which I'm like, oh my word, poor baby. And someone told me to put white vinegar water, just like 2 cups in her bath, and that it really helps. And I tried it and it did. It worked a lot better than any kind of cream that I tried. It didn't clear it up completely. I did end up having to call the doctor and getting something prescribed. But now I know if I see that coming on, I'll just do the vinegar and that should clear it up. I think that's pretty much it that I'm going to talk about. I cannot believe my baby girl is getting close to being 8 months old. What the heck? I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed and I hope that this helps in any way. I will make sure to link everything down below that I talked about. Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. And thanks for watching. I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Missing someone